Welcome back to the Eclectic Blerd's Niche channel. Today's Geeky Musing is about the hypothetical DLCs for the crime-themed Star Wars game. The original proposed game video is linked in the description. The "I Tis the Pirate Life for Me" DLC will be a third-person shooter set in space that borrows gameplay from Battlefront 2 and Star Wars Outlaws. Monica will pilot the Thorn, a repurposed TIE fighter with the Sith Infiltrator's cloaking technology installed. Monica will be working with Hondo Ohnaka to commit heists in space or serve as a bodyguard detail for a criminal envoy. A standard heist involves the player destroying ships, protecting the freighter, and disabling and boarding the vessel. The player must retrieve the item before the reinforcements arrive. The guard missions involve the player destroying all the marauding ships that approach the envoy. In addition to battling pirates and criminals, Imperial Starfighters will also serve as enemies. The Thorn is customized and upgraded at Florum between missions. For example, the duration of the cloak field can be extended, or secret torpedo armament can be added to the ship. The It Slithers DLC is inspired by Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies and will pit the players against the infected. It takes place at an off-world First Order research facility on Hoth. The scientists attempted to create a biological weapon using genetically engineered Genosian brainworms spliced with the Blackwing virus. A pathogenic specimen escaped, infected the scientists, reproduced, and eventually took over the entire facility. The infected formed the local hive mind, and they serve as feral yet crafty enemies, employing strategy to trap their prey. The enemies come in the form of unhoused brainworms, scientists, guards, and Imperial soldiers. The brainworms inject adrenaline into their host and provide them with superhuman strength. Additionally, they secrete a Bacta-like substance that heals the host's wounds. The First Order received a distress signal from the facility and sent some troopers to investigate. Then all contact was lost with the team. So they sent a team of mercenaries to rescue or retrieve the research data that destroyed the facility altogether, and the evidence along with it. The player must employ special strategy to defeat the enemies because only headshots can defeat them, and they will continue to attack until the brain is destroyed. Engaging a swarm without a plan will overwhelm the player and lead to certain death. And the swarm behaves much like the horde seen in the Days Gone By game. The player will be equipped with a temperature-regulating bodysuit and gain the ability to create and equip makeshift cold casters and cryonic explosives, as well as utilize heavy Imperial firearms. They can use the environment to some extent to combat the infected. The DLC also allows the player to form a squad with other players to accomplish the mission objective. The players even have the option of play as the infected and dominate or devour the Imperials and mercenaries. The Spice Baby DLC takes place on Tatooine, where Monica is hired as an enforcer for a gangster looking to get involved in the lucrative spice trade. The Hornet, a refurbished and customized 614 Ava speeder bike, will play as means of transportation. The local Jawa communities will provide upgrades for the cost of a mud horn egg. The upgrades will include a speed booster, a retractable door steel battering ram, and magnetic explosive dispenser. The player must contend with Tusken Raiders, rival mercenaries, the local wildlife on the way to the Fete Othra. The rivals will include the infamous Dead Stick, who will pose a substantial challenge to the player due to her skill. The Mastiffs, both tamed and untamed, and crate dragons are the antagonistic wildlife encountered on the journey. The players will be challenged by the mods in a race. Phoenix Shard will also challenge the player in a duel, and based on the outcome, the player will either have a meeting with Daimyo Fett or face him in combat. The Old Sith DLC will be made specifically for fans who still desire some Jedi action. The players will be involved in a gauntlet-style competition and pitted against iconic Force users. The opponents will be a mixture of Sith and Jedi such as General Grievous, Darth Maul, Asajj Ventress, Count Dooku, Darth Vader, Ahsoka Tano, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mace Windu, Quinlan Vos, and Kanan Jarrus. The player will have to employ strategy as well as tools to defeat each foe. The main prize for winning is a lightsaber Shoto, which is accessible in the main game after acquiring it. The secondary prize is a Magna Caster attachment for the prosthetic arm. It extends the player's attack range and puts some distance between the player and the Force user. It will also serve as a sniping tool in the main game. If you like this content, please share, like, subscribe, comment, and turn on notifications. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your continued support. Until next time, stay geeky.